Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching or listening to today's video mini lecture. Joe Davis here from Southern New Hampshire University. We're going to talk about Justice 103 corrections, but the focus today is on Shapiro Library. How do we access that library? Well, we do it through the Justice Studies portal, and only because it gives you access to a lot of other good information. You can go directly to the library, but let me offer you this method so that you can see kind of all of the resources that are there for you. So, as with the other things that we've done, you go to the home page, we look at our course information, we click on writing support, we click on research guides, whoops, apologize for that, and then we go to Justice Studies, and we will be doing all of these. Once you get inside this Justice Studies subsection of the library, where things are very well organized, nicely organized for Justice Studies students, the first section we're going to look at is getting started with research at the Shapiro Library. Then we're going to look at writing and presentation help, including the OWL at Purdue, the online writing lab or link at Purdue that has all of the answers to all of your questions about APA format, citations, references, sample papers, headings, running heads, cover pages, everything you can think of. And then for those of you that continue to want to use Google instead of using the library, the whole purpose of this mini lecture is to get you to try the library. Once you do, I think you'll find it's just as easy as Google, and you get a much better result. But there is a section called Google Like a Librarian, and then of course the suggestion is to use Google Scholar. But bottom line, go back and use the library. The difference is it's focused. We'll see in just a second. Okay, the other slide that I popped up by accident here, ask the librarian. Please ask the librarian. People, professionals that are librarians enjoy research. They have broad knowledge bases. They enjoy helping people. That's why they're university librarians. It's what they do. You can phone them, you can text them, you can email them. As we'll see in just a moment, there's a 24/7 chat. So let's go to the library, honest from where you're sitting. The music intro today was called Pickup Truck by Silent Partner. A little irony maybe, but let's go to the library. Okay, once again we are at our home page, announcements. We go to course information. We click on that and we come down here and we find writing support. Okay, there are some other resources there for you to use in addition to the one we're going to talk about today, the research guides. So let's click, and you may want to look at those and see. So let's click on that. We go to this whole list of 132 different majors at the university that have research guides. So we're not going to use criminal justice today. We're going to go down here to Justice Studies, because that's what this class is part of, is the Justice Studies program. We click on Justice Studies, and now you get to see a regular guide, a page, multiple pages and links that are designed to help criminal justice students. All I can do is encourage you, beg you, ask you to come spend 1 hour, 60 minutes at this website and play and hit and try and read, make notes, because that 1 hour will save you hundreds of hours in the rest of your academic career. If you can learn to use the Shapiro Library, the online library, and utilize the resource that librarians are, your life will be much, much easier, believe me. Okay, so here's the information about contacting librarians. That's on the slide. You also notice it's up here at the top. Lots of emphasis on that. All right, so when we come down here, here's a videotape that tells you about an orientation to the library.
Welcome to the Shapiro Library Orientation. During this session, we will discuss what you have access to through the library, how to access these resources, and where you can find help from the library. Through the Shapiro Library, you have access to books and ebooks and databases containing videos, images, statistics, company reports, and articles from scholarly journals, magazines, and trade publications.
Okay, that gives you an idea of the wealth of information, video clips and photographs and statistics, all available to you just by spending a few minutes learning how to access them. Okay, let me look at my notes because I want to make sure that I don't miss something here. Here's even a section on frequently asked questions to ask the librarians if the extensive library that's available doesn't have a book or an image or something, they will get that for you. Okay, so if we take a look at Google Like a Librarian, and you can see the explosion in the Google questions, do I cut the red wire or the blue one? And you feeling lucky, or do you Google search? What it says here is 45 billion pages, web pages, have been documented since up to October of 2015. You need to, if you insist on using Google, use the advanced searches. Learn how to add the word "and" or those kinds of prompts to get you the best results. Okay, so we have finding books on justice, things like that, finding articles. And so you can put in keywords. So we'll try prison overcrowding. And for prison overcrowding, it comes back with 412 search results. And so what I would recommend you do is you come over here to how you want them sorted, and you sort to the newest articles. We want the most recent research. So here's a partnership approach to approving on-site HIV services for probationers. Legislators show support for Bentley's prison plan. I have no idea what that is. This article is from February of this year. And so if legislators are supporting it, Bentley must be somebody within it, in the community, somebody that knows those things about it. So the HTML, the full text of the article is available. Okay, so now let's back up a little bit, see if we can change our search. Let's see if we can find another article here quickly on jail overcrowding. Okay, there are 5,600 articles on jail overcrowding. We'll go back and search for just the newest one. Here's the newest one, and it was published in September of 2016. So this article is only current. I started to say it's only a few days old. It will be dated in a journal that comes out in September, but you can find the full text if you want. It's in an academic journal. You can go over here and look for electronic ones. Peer-reviewed, a peer-reviewed article is where I write an article. I do research, I write an article, and I send it to one of my peers, another professor somewhere, and they review my article, comment, send it back to me. Maybe I alter my research, my methodology, redo it, relook at my conclusions, something like that. So anyway, that should give you a pretty good idea of all the stuff that goes on or that is available to you in the Shapiro Library. Okay, I tried to hurry through to give you the big overview. If you just go to YouTube and search for SNHU, Southern New Hampshire University, or SNHU library, there are a lot of other resources for you. But call the librarian, send them a text, send them an email. If you have any questions, let me know, and please keep those cards and letters coming.